Hey guys, welcome back. This is Lucid, and we're jumping back into the game with Ubar. And it's turn 78, and I've got a bunch of turns here that we're going to go through. I don't necessarily have the turn completed. So anyway, we'll hop to it. And one thing I was thinking about, we may do it on this one, because the turn's not done. I may show you some of how I think about rating. It probably won't be, like, I'll play part of the turn. It probably won't be the same moves I make in the game because I don't know what I did. But anyway, I want to kind of show you guys a little bit of how, like, the nitty gritty of this is going. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. We did some mind hunt. Here we failed. We mind hunt again. Here we killed, I think this was a raiding squad leader for a white Centaur. That's who for White Centaur squad is who we got. And then we cast some cloud trapeze, and these are the magic phase attacks we have firing off. So first one is here. And it's just a little bit of PD, so we're probably okay. Yeah, and that fire elemental just took out the back line. Here, this isn't really worth... Well, there's 20-something Minions. We'll just watch them burn. Oh, we sent two guys here. Yeah, that's going to be a disaster. Now, one thing when you're raiding into Pangea, you don't really know what's present. Like, you don't know if there's White Centaur there. Like, there's a ton of stealthy stuff. Now, here's the province that we mind hunted, and we sent the Shaitan here, which is a little risky because I don't think I have returning gear on him. And what this means is if they were all present, there's a chance we get... I think they didn't have Moonblades or Salt, so I think he actually still has a decent chance of super combating them. But you can see there's a big PD dump here too. So this fire elementals would not work against. We need to send a big boy. With Iron Skin, he's now got 30 protection, and then along with his defense stats, he's looking pretty good. And then Temper Flesh and Phoenix Pyre, they're gonna have a real hard time actually killing him now. They are hurting him. He's down to 40 HP, but he's killing things very, very fast. I don't think we did quickness on him. No, but he's got 2 Frostbite, so I mean, he's just deleting tiles of units. Still at 41 HP. And they're gone. And so the PD we don't actually need to kill, and we killed most of the White Centaur. So, yeah, the White Centaur are toast. And these are really important because these are about to become an endangered species once Kalos Black Death's the capital. And then here we teleport in, or Cloud Trapeze in, and take out some dudes. So that part looks good, but we can see there's a lot of combat happening. And it will start with a Seduction, or a Corruption. And we actually die in combat here. This guy's he's Nature 5. But he doesn't have any gems. Oh, I think he... Oh, did I have him scripted to retreat? So I was gonna say, I think I actually should have won that. Oh no, this is like a total brain fart. A lot of times when you move people into a territory, if they get patrolled out that turn, you want to have them on retreat. And so I set this guy to retreat for that. But you have to remember to take them off retreat when you set them to assassinate, otherwise this happens. We have White Centaur raiding here. We have a Shaitan raiding here. We were not successful. It's too big of a PD dump. And this because we're fighting Pangea with Gifted Nature's Bounty. So he can just casually do 30 PD like it's not even a thing. I don't know what this guy was scripted for. Oh, he's just scripted like a thug. That said, you would think I would have had him do... Oh, I think his... Let's watch this again. I think his script got interrupted from those goddamn harpies. Phoenix Power, summon Earth Power. Yeah, he hasn't gotten another spell off. Once he gets Iron Skin... Oh, so he was doing a Fire Elemental. But the Fire Elemental is getting hosed by these arrows. And he's fatigued out. He does have summon Earth Power, so he's reinvigorating recently. Yeah, okay. He got wrecked. Pangea attacks here and was repelled. Depending on where this was, he may or may not have retreated. Ooh, I had to pause it there, guys, for a second. Sorry, for you, what was literally a fraction of a second, for me was like 2 hours, and I made breakfast and went to the dentist, and then came back, and here we are. So we've got the Centaur rating. And the kit, this is a reasonably expensive kit. It's a 25 gem kit, minus hammer costs. And pretty effective. Summons a bunch of skeletons. PD runs, skeletons hang in here. Skeletons are okay against frostbrands because the area of effect doesn't deal with them. But you can see they're kind of losing the battle against Divine Shield. They are just... Okay, we've started to get a tiny bit of chip damage coming through. But the thing is, he's not... Because the Frostbrand does, you know, area effect cold, and the skeletons have cold resistance 15, they're not really taking any damage. I mean, they take a little bit. Like, this guy you can see took 1. Let's go normal speed. I think he has a hoof, too. So the hoof, he's basically killing 2 dudes a turn, and he's now taking enough damage. Every time you take damage, you're going to be taking a morale check, I believe. Oh, I don't know if that's quite right. But I'm not... For thugs, if you're taking damage, you're going to be taking morale checks, and the more HP you lose, the worse your morale gets. But for him, you know, it's only turn... Okay, no, it's timed out. So I think the battle actually timed out for him. Now the question is, will he get off the field? Which I think he will, before these guys dissolve. Because my vampire's also left. And he does, so we win. But our vampire lord retreated. So that's that battle. Here we get raided by some more Centaur. They're successful. Here we get raided by a Pangean vampire. And here he sends in 3 Hierophants, which is a lot. Let's see what kit they're on, or what they've got. So this is a Shaitan killing squad. And we've got a Moonblade and some Salt and Moonblade and various things. So these guys are designed to kill Shaitan. And there's enough of them, they're going to get through Province Defense, and as soon as they run into a Shaitan, they're going to murder him. But we, I believe, are going to be life for lifing them. And we're too poor to afford much PD. Oh no, I'm not life for lifing. I wonder if I do reinvigoration. We do reinvigoration, and I've got Soul Vortex up. Oh, and there's Leech. Ooh, that Leech casting feels so good. Feels real good. Here we are unsuccessful in raiding. We run into some Centaur and a boatload of PD. I think because of the Harpies, he never got Soul Vortex off. Or Invulnerability. So he's just kind of in a bad way. Fire Elementals here, though, doing pretty decent work. Yeah, could have worked. We killed 4 Centaur. You know, we lost the gems to make the Fire Elementals. I think it was 5 Fire Gems, and, you know, weren't successful. So not great. Pangea raiding me with the Lich. Here, he's raiding me with a boatload of Centaur. And we've got mages here supporting this. And a decent amount of PD. We get some Earth Elementals. You can see the Earth Elementals running around. But it's just too many Centaur. He's got Gift of Health, so he can just spam them out like this. Every fort. Centaur good units. So yeah, we only killed 3, and we lose a boatload of our Desert Warriors. We probably could have had more PD here. But I was thinking these guys shooting with the... Yeah, I don't know. There's too many Centaur. Here's another Centaur thug coming in. Here we're raiding with some garbage. And here Pangea is attacking us. the very scary army. Big fire elemental coming through. Pillar of fire, boom. Another pillar of fire, boom. Flaming arrows coming down. More pillars of fire. Now these fire elementals are going to be excellent against the normal Centaur, but poor against the white Centaur. So unfortunately he got beat down by the magic weapons of the white Centaur. And again, so the fire elemental is basically gone. And only a couple white Centaur left. If we can get this one white Centaur, I think we can win the day. And he's only got 1 HP left. Oh no, somebody cast Shatter on this guy. Oh, this dude. Oh no. Okay, he barely wins this. Barely wins this. Barely wins. Loses a ton of white Centaur, though, and loses his pan, but barely wins. And I can't remember. I think that's here. So this is this province here. He's now put this on check. So that's unfortunate for me. This is a painful loss. I mean, nothing here that's exactly irreplaceable, but painful. He summons more demonic locusts over here. And I think these guys had gems, actually, too, so I think it was kind of a double whammy. Yeah. Two, you know, they had fire in a jar, and then this guy had 5 fire gems, and they didn't get to use them because he just jumped on them turn 1. And then coming down, Centaur Warriors, they take out some more PD. Here we managed to repel them. This was probably skeleton spam. And here we manage... Actually, I'm not sure what we manage here. He's raiding with more Centaur. It's like, guys, fighting Gift of Nature's Bounty, Pangea. Oh, it's so goddamn painful. It's so goddamn painful. Now, fire elementals are excellent against normal Centaur that don't have fire resistance. Because this hoof attack takes a ton of fire shield damage. We've now killed a lot of them. We can rout this commander. It's GG. For some reason, he's not dying. How much? He's got 20 protection. We should be able to get through that. Okay, he's routed, which means these guys are going to rout. So we lose our Khan, and we lose these guys, but anyway, we won. Here we get attacked by Dryads. We're probably gonna do swarm spam. Or just swarm casting, it looks like. Yoink. Get wrecked. Here we kill a Hierophant Thug. The thing I want to point out through all this is we're almost never using only PD, okay? Most of the things that he's sending in are going to work against just PD. There goes some Incinerate. Get the fuck out. We didn't get any of the gear. Here he raids me with a Vampire Lord. We're raiding him with a Vampire. Comes in here with some Hierophants and 10 Centaur Warriors, and that's it. I mean, so guys, the chaos is real. Look, I mean, every province is basically being contested within like 2 provinces of the border. In summary, we lost ground this turn, I believe. Provinces, we went down a good margin. A lot of this land we took the turn before, he took it back. The thing is we do kind of have to worry a little bit about... Ideally, we're sneaking away so he can't seduce us. I don't really want to give him any Shaitan. So, like, we raid and then we sneak away. We raid and we sneak away. I would like... I don't know if he has done it yet. what's going to happen is he's going to think that I was the one Black Deathing him because I didn't say anything about it, and he Black Deaths me. It's going to ruin my capital population, which is annoying. But that's how we'll know when Kaelasa Black Death Pangea. But anyway. Yeah. So anyway, the good thing is, I think when you're getting raided a lot, the primary focus, in my opinion, I think priority 1 is killing the raiders. Priority 2 is retaking land that's been raided from you. And priority 3 is raiding them. And we killed a lot of his raiders this turn, guys. Like, we killed, up here, we killed 10 White Centaur. He's only making maybe 6 a turn or something, probably. Maybe he's making more. He might be making like 8. But we killed a bunch there. We killed... this guy had to run, so there's a decent chance he died. You know, we killed 3 thugs here. We killed more Centaur warriors here. We killed not much there. This pretty big stack, along with another 10 White Centaur. I think already Pangea has lost way more White Centaur fighting me than at any point in the game. Though I could be wrong. I don't think he lost as many fighting TNN. We kill some more Centaur warriors. We kill more Centaur warriors. We kill some Dryads. We kill a Hierophant thug. So we are doing a decent, but not great job, killing his raiders. And that you won't see in any of the graphs, right? So this was a bad turn for province graphs because he's applying a ton more raiding pressure. But it was an okay turn in terms of killing his raiders. And long run, that is going to control province graphs more than, how many actual provinces I was able to hold on to. So anyway. Okay, what are our goals? Our goal is to take Pangea's cap. I want to come down here, I want to get this fort, and then I want to come down here and I want to get his cap. And that is what we want to do. So I had said, we'll take a look at kind of how we're thinking about this. And that will determine a bit of how we play. And some of this, I'll show you some of the things that I probably wasn't doing at the time in the game. Yeah, I don't even have a script set up for it. So one of the things I put on script 9 at some point was this. Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay, well, that's why. So this is my... What script are you? 7? Okay. I think I put that at 6 later. But... So right now, we're just doing Skelly Spam. I don't even have Life for Life, so that's not going to come out for a while. But yeah, we're just going to Blood Hunt here. We've got these guys doing Soul Vortex, Horde of Skeletons, which is reasonably effective. Here, we managed to repel an attack, and this guy probably died because he didn't have any retreat routes. This was one of the ones I was saying he retreated and probably died. Turns out he did because there's nowhere for him to go. The big places we're worried about are here. So this is a big old squad of 10 Centaurs plus some thugs. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to set up a defense here because I don't want them checking any more forts if I can avoid it. So what I'll probably do, I've got a bunch of Earth Gems. We'll do... I think I end up saving this script to 5 later. Basically just like this. And we give them 5 gems. And you can do this with any Earth or Fire... water, Earth or Fire 1 mage. They can do Earth Power or Phoenix Power. And yeah, you just script them like this, and you give them 5 gems, and they can do 2 elementals. And we're going to turn elementals into Centaur killing dudes. You know, the thing is, if we were to invest this gear in a thug, you know, it would be great, because then we would still have the thug when the turn's over, instead of the, you know, the elementals, which just go up in a poop of smoke. But we don't really have thug chassis. You know, he has counter thugs. This is what we've got. We're going to use what we've got. And I think that's one of the most important things. And that's one of the fun things about playing in a kind of desperate position in a desperate war, which I think is what we're in. You know, you use what you have, and that's fun. Over here, let's see if these guys have moon blades, because if they have moon blades, then we have to worry about our Shaitan. Okay, this the guy does. So, here, this is not really safe. So we're going to actually pull this guy back, because he will not be safe here. And what I will probably do instead is we're going to take some vampires, and we're going to send them over here. Just like so. And they'll do a switcheroo. And we'll give them our little vampire script, which I think I have on 7 here. We'll put them up at the front. Maybe here, right where our own PD walks by and helps them out with a bit of the soul vortex fatigue. Put PD up to like 10. We'll hope they come this way. Over here, we've got this guy who's going to do pillar of fire spam. That's probably okay. Here we've got these guys patrolling. I'm actually, I think, not going to patrol here. I think what I would actually do here in this case, we'd probably bump PD up a bit more here, and I would probably take these guys and move them here, because I'm going to try to intercept this squad. And these guys spamming Pillar of Fire should be pretty good against the Centaur if we get a few turns of respite. And we might even move these guys in and form like a little bit of a Pillar of Fire doom stack. This squad will probably come on top of this fort. And I have a big group of guys here. I don't think he'll march these guys. I mean, he could bring these idiots on top. But so far, he hasn't been doing that. I'm not actually sure where this squad would go. So, I don't know. I think what I would do is I would either... I don't really have enough PD here. Like maybe bump this up a tiny bit. And I probably will load these guys up with gems and have them move in patrol over here. And I might have more guys patrol over here. And we would give them gems and have them do elementals. And that's probably how I would think about the defense for this part of the world. Because I don't want him making progress. And like I said, my priority is on killing his raiders rather than controlling territory. I want to control territory, but it's a second priority. And so if we can kill his raiders, all the better. And they can stealth move out. So he might be thinking, well, Lucid's going to magic phase on top of me, so I'm going to stealth move. In which case, we have some wasted motion here where we're preparing for attacks that probably won't happen. But we've got guys set up here. This guy's going to be blood hunting so he can get reinvigoration off. I'd probably bump this up a tiny bit more. And then maybe put him out where the soul vortex will use our own PD. Here we've got a bunch of these guys, and we're probably going to go ahead and move them out now. So I think what we probably would do is come down here and go ahead and check this. What I would like to do is have his cap locked down the same turn I one turn crack the fort on this. And he hit me, by the way, this turn with I forget, Lure of the Forest, whatever that spell is. I can never remember it. But yeah, we lost 6 Great Eagles probably. But I think we're going to go jump on top of this fort. This is how I would approach it this turn, and we would probably try to put the capital on lockdown. And if I can do that, great. The other thing I am interested in, because over here he doesn't have as much military presence, would be keeping this stuff raided. So there's a vampire here. We'll probably mind hunt this guy, and we'll probably raid both of these. And I might put some budget defense in here. You know, like maybe send this guy. Well, he can't even make it. I'm not even sure where. Did we catch these guys? I need to catch these guys too. I think these guys are White Centaur. We may actually try to mind hunt this guy out. So this guy's definitely a mind hunt candidate. You know, this Lich is a mind hunt candidate, and there's a vampire. We have a bunch of mind hunt candidates this turn. And I think we're getting better at it. So this guy is a 4-pin mind hunter. And I think I have more gear. Do we have another? Yeah, we've got another Rune Smasher. I've got another Spell Focus, and we've got another Eye of the Void. So, you know, this guy, we can give him a ton of pin gear. So he's right now at pin 5. So we'll be zapping these dudes, you know, left and right. On this front... this squad is actually pretty scary. I don't think he's going to be able to raid this terribly easy, so we're probably just going to have these guys chill here. This is probably actually not very great for demon locusts, so we probably would need to send in some minor reinforcements like Jinn aren't going to be great against them either, to be honest. I think actually a great way to handle the demon locusts is to send in a Shaitan or one of these guys as a super combatant. I don't want them to die, but it's a pretty good use. So one of the things I would probably consider here is super combatanting this dude up and sending him in. And I may do some move totally different in the real game. But like this. And he's blood empowered, so ideally I would find a different guy. Because I'm going to have a few different guys I could send in. Like maybe I kit up a Shaitan instead. But we'll just Cloud Trapeze him in. And the thing is with these guys, the first turn matters because they're going to jump on you super fast. And they also do a lot of poison damage if they get through. So ideally I had a Vine Shield here. I don't know if I have a Vine Shield. Anyway, I would actually... this I'm actually nervous about enough that I might test it. Because Demon Locusts, because they have that poison fatigue damage, it can be really good if they get through your protection. I think our protection will be high enough, though. I think we'll be at 30-something. I don't think they'll be able to really get through. And we've got a Fire Shield and stuff, so they'll burn themselves up. I think this is probably what I would do. With Magic Phase on top of this. It's a lot easier to kill these guys than to anticipate where they're going to go. So wherever we can take that opportunity, we'll try to, while at the same time also not being super predictable. We were successful here. This guy actually would be pretty good dealing with a counter raid. So I might move him over here. He would probably be good against a lot of different things. Or, I don't know, maybe move him... I'm not sure where I would move this guy. But I'm going to raid with him somewhere, or counter raid. This is risky. This would be a very risky move. Maybe doing this instead of Summon Fire, maybe it would be better to do Phoenix Pyre. And then summon a Fire Elemental or something. And then Phoenix Pyre is not very good if you're on advance and cast spells, and then maybe attack closest. But we do. This guy has bone armor, which can do Soul Vortex, so we'll help a lot with fatigue. And then here we're gonna raid. I'm not exactly sure how. You know, we could use a few long dead. The thing is, we're blood hunting here. And I don't want them killing my patrollers, and I don't really want to use my patrollers over here. We're also blood hunting here. And this squad, I don't think, is the kind of squad... Yeah. So he's got a fair amount of PD here, too. So we're not going to be able to do light raiding here. This would have to be, like, heavy raiding. This guy's kitted up to kind of do murder. So he could actually come in and do Wrathful Skies and kill something like this. It's a decent expenditure of air gems, but I think this is probably not a bad way. The only problem here is I think there's a Moonblade Thug, if I recall. So if he gets in close, we could be in trouble. And he's got 40 shock resistance, so that actually, this is not going to be the place to drop it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. We're not going to use him for a while. We could just also Magic Phase, like Cloud Trapeze a ton of dudes on this and do a bunch of Fire Elementals. And enough Fire Elementals will kill this. So maybe that's what we do, is we just Magic Phase like 4 guys on it, and we do like have each of them drop a Fire Elemental, and then we have the rest on advance and cast, and they'll Smokeless Flame him, and you know, they'll kill him pretty good. So there's a bunch of options. That's probably how I'd handle this one. But it's the thinking here is we want to either kill the raiders in this turn or anticipate their move and kill them in the next turn, which is pretty hard with stealthy things. But that's basically the idea. And then where we can, we'll counter raid too. So like Magic Phase on top of this. Probably this front right now is the front we're weakest on. And the weaker we are in a front, the less we're going to worry about counter-raiding territory, and the more we're going to worry about killing the invaders. So here we're going to probably lose ground and not do much raiding. Here, we're probably going to gain ground here. We're going to focus on taking some of this land back with light raiding, while also trying to kill some of these dudes. So anyway, that's it for this turn. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn. We'll see what actually happened. 79, and this turn I also don't believe I have completed. I mean, I completed it in game. I just don't have the copy of it. So here we got Skelly spam to death. But we had a Vine Shield and regen stuff, so we were pretty killy. Summon a Fire Elemental, but he gets put down. Summon another Fire Elemental, and that one seems to be working. And it's looking like we might make it. But the Skelly spam is just very intense. What it is. This vampire made a ton of skeletons. Okay, now we run. And I think we survived, yeah. And then here we magic phase on top of this. Here we were successful. And then we magic phase. We're sending them in groups of 3 right now. And I'll show you the reason. They're just doing one elemental, and if we run into one guy with a Moonblade, I don't want that to kill my guys. And so, in a lot of ways, this is safer, and this is going to force him to use multiple thugs with Moonblades to have a chance of killing these guys, because one thug with a Moonblade would get murdered. So anyway, that was successful, and then we'll take a look. One thing you have to think about when you're doing the magic phase stuff too is if there's a normal phase battle there too, are you going to be in trouble? And I'm not sure for any of these. Agavar, or Azamar, Engelvilia. So here there's another attack. And these guys are probably going to run into the Shaitan we have here. Now, one of the nice things about having fire in a jar is we're going to have some stuff for dealing with, the stuff in the normal phase. This guy looks like a moon. Oh no, he's a Star of Heroes. Okay. But they have routed. Get fucking wrecked. So yeah, that was the kind of thing you have to worry about. And that's one of the nice things. Like either you put more gems on them to prepare for a 2-phase battle, or you have gem items so that the number of battles doesn't exactly matter a ton. Now, in the first round, I think these guys did more. They had extra fire gems. So they had fewer fire gems for this. But you can see, crushed these dudes. And this is not good. We tried to corrupt a dude from Pangea, and not only did he not come, but he kills us probably with Frozen Heart, god damn it. This is why, by the way, this is why you want to do Incinerate turn 1, rather than whatever the fuck I just did. This is like one of the ways I learned, okay, yes, in a prolonged battle, fire elementals are going to be better. Right? But if you get Frozen Hearted turn 1, it doesn't matter. And these guys have cold weakness. If you do Fire in a Jar, which I just put on basically everybody, it gets rid of it. But you need... Okay, this guy didn't even have it, so yeah, rip. But just a Fire in a Jar is not enough. A Fire in a Jar and a Frostbrand, and you start being pretty resistant to cold resistance. I mean, to Frozen Heart, and then it may be okay to go back to Fire Elementals. But Fire Elementals turn 1 are a little risky. They're a little risky. All right. Hierophant comes in, raids us. This was his battle we just watched in Engavalia, or Engavana. Here, we managed to catch this Centaur squad coming in. And we have a few guys who are going to make a good number of Earth Elementals. So this was basically, I did the same move that I thought I would have, coming back and looking at it. Oh no, there's Fire Elemental. Oh yeah, here we go. Bunch of Earth Elementals, and we have 1 Pillar of Fire spammer. Get fucking wrecked. Goddamn Gift of Nature's Bounty, Pangea. Well, they've gotten to my mages. Oh, but Pillar of Fire. Very clutch. And I would love to put more PD here to protect my mages better. I don't have the money. I can't do it. And we recovered a fire in a jar. Lit these guys up. Get wrecked. Get out of my house. Stop raiding me. So we took this from Pangea. Took this from Pangea. Pangea took this from us. We took this from Pangea. Let's see what this Marid was kitted out with. Okay. Okay, so here we actually, this is I think where the demon locusts were, and we moved these guys in. And we've got these guys on guard commander rather than attack rear. We lost some long dead, but that's fine. Here we have harvested some thug gear. So the other problem with thug gear, like it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, unlike when you summon elementals and stuff, you get to keep it turn after turn. The gems don't just go up in a puff of smoke. On the other hand, if you get murdered like this, then yeah, the opponent gets them. So we got a free Vine Shield off of this. I don't think I build the entire game of Vine Shield. I just steal them from Pangea. Get out of my house. Get the fuck out. So we got a Vine Shield and an Amulet of Anti-Magic. Vampire Lord coming in here. Proving rather resistant to arrows. And now they just charge forth. And he doesn't have Soul Vortex up, so this will kill him. If he had Soul Vortex up, it would be a fight. I mean, it still is a fight. If he had Soul Vortex up, he would win. So, okay, we took that. Not clean. We move our god out. This is the fort next to the throne. And I don't want him keeping this under check. I was thinking he was going to actually move his whole army here, and we were going to cheese his whole army. Because Milady is rather big and scary, and this would be able to, I think, depending on what counter, like what kind of thugs he had, would be able to kill his whole army. And, okay, Vampire Lord killing some dudes. His Vampire Lord killing some dudes. Another vampire. Our trolls rolling around, trying to chase his squad. I don't know, by the way, we're going to come back to that. I don't know if my Mind Hunts worked. We killed Screech. Screech, this is the name of an undead. So we got probably either the Lich or the Vampire Lord. This, I think, was the name of a Centaur, and I think this guy was probably leading, or it may have been a scout. It's a scout or a Centaur. So we'll see if it looks like we caught out some white Centaur this turn. Okay, these are the guys on the left side of my empire that are running around causing havoc. I've been unable to mind hunt them so far. Okay. We have a Shaitan. We have 4 Shaitan here that take out another province. The demon locusts move in, and we intercept them. Yeah, they don't get much done. They kill 6 long dead. That was a win for us. And we take this from these guys. We move a white mage out here. I can't remember how I had this guy scripted. I think it was Phoenix Pyre. This is the white mage from Airmore we stole. Invulnerability, normally pretty good. Soul Vortex, things are looking on the up and up. Phoenix Pyre, Body Ethereal, how can this possibly go wrong? Well, the answer has something to do with this idiot. The Phoenix Pyre goes off. I'll tell you guys, Phoenix Pyre, the number of times where it triggers and I win a combat are very low. Either it's irrelevant because it never triggers, or I lose anyway. And I'm pretty sure we're about to get knifed. Yeah, it's not looking good for us. Okay, we're alive. We're under whatever our fatigue threshold is. Go up again. Now, pretty, in my opinion, an extremely typical use of Phoenix Pyre thugs. An extremely typical use. Now, if he didn't have this thug here, we probably would have won, but we probably would have won without Phoenix Pyre. You know, Phoenix Pyre did give us a couple extra shots where we might have gotten lucky and landed a killing shot on the Centaur. But anyway, rip. And then a bunch of events. We caught some dryads. Stupid goddamn dryads. Where do we catch them? Down here, trying to steal my dudes? Fuck out of here. So this was, contrary to last turn, I think was a good turn in terms of both provinces. You can see we jumped back up. And in terms of killing raiders. We've been killing more of his raiders than he's been killing of ours. The downside is his pockets are super goddamn deep. He's got Gifted Nature's Bounty. He's probably rocking 8K income is my guess at a minimum. And he has horrible scales. If he had good scales, it would be better. But I mean, he's probably trouncing me on income. We'll look at graphs and stuff later in the game, but this is a very hard fight. And the monkeys, again, like I said, are not helping. Yeah, they're committed conceptually, spiritually, ideologically. They've written books about how they will help against the Pangean menace that has Gifts of Nature's Bounty, which by far and away outseeds every other global up here in terms of impact. Yet there's no movement on the monkey front. They've kicked me off this throne also. Annoying. This front of ours is collapsing though. Right, so I need to get Shaitan and Vampire Lords out here to help shore this part of our front up. Basically just military power. This fort's under siege. I've got one army here, which is like held together by a ragtag crew of mages. You know, here we killed a bunch of Centaur. This is a good step to stymieing the bleeding. But it is just that. It is just a stymie. And we have not turned around or reversed the course of losing this front, though we want to do that. So, you know, we're going to be moving and migrating with some of it you can see by our raiding patterns. We've raided around Pangea now. So hopefully this will also hurt White Centaur production. And so we've raided around Pangea, but we're also opening up the ability to move some of these Shaitan over here, where I'm going to need them more. And I'm eyeing this to move this squad on top and to check his capital at the same time so we can steal this. That's the other thing we're eyeing. But I think for now, that is it, guys. The extremely gruesome fight every province, almost every turn, versus goddamn stealthy Pangeans and Dryads seducing your shit will continue. It will continue in the next episode. So I will see you guys then. Peace.